Hello and welcome back to Extra Astrology, my favorite extra astrologist. How are y'all doing today? My little community. I'm so proud of this community. First and foremost, you guys know what it is. Subscribe to the channel, check out the description box for personal readings, accurate readings. Check that out. Book with me. You can do that right on Extra Astrology's channel. Website. But today's pick a card reading is and surrounds what are your best and what are your worst features, my friends. What are they? You have two groups to choose from. This is group one and this is group two, and we're going to be really honest about it. We're going to get deep into it. So if you're afraid of criticism, this is not the video for you. This is group one and group two. Let's get right into it. Group one, what are your best and what are your worst? Okay. We've got the Ace of Swords in reverse. We have got the Nine of Cups. We've got the Six of Swords. And we have got the Completion card. Alrighty, group one. What I'm seeing for you guys in terms of what your best assets, your best features that you possess about yourself, I'm seeing that despite anything and everything, your charm, group one, always plays in your favor. So it seems like to a lot of people, and they're genuinely low key envious of this, that you possess this charisma to where you can get into any situation. And for any average Joe, that would be the worst thing for them, right? It's like, oh my God, I don't know. Say you're in college and you got caught like on the, I don't know, trying to rob the dining hall or something for food, and for any other person, it would just be the worst. You could even get kicked out of the university. But for you, you found a way, right? You found a way to move through this with ease, and it wasn't an issue for you, and it didn't stress you out, right? So people really envy that feature about you, and that's one of the great features about you. And I'm also hearing in terms of physical, I just heard smile. So you guys might have a very cheeky smile, and a youthful glow about you that also allows you to get away with certain things. I'm also seeing that the fact that you guys can allow things to happen and then let them go with the knees. So maybe you will get into a fight with someone. You don't hold grudges. You don't hold like the deepest of grudges. And so you'll be like, okay, this happened. You did this. I might have did this, and I can hold up and I can take criticism, and it's all right. I'm not gonna harbor on this. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I'll move through it. We'll complete this. It's all right. You're very in touch with those type of emotions. And that is another trait of you that is positive and really nice. I'm also hearing group one that you guys are quite friendly with the way in which you approach situations. Like you'll never get caught being rude, right? So the way in which you treat people, from servers to customer service to this, that, and the other, you'll never get caught bad mouthing anyone. Even in arguments, I'm hearing you guys aren't ones to really go and take the dagger into somebody. You're not going to go for low blows. You're not going to be condescending. And that's another beautiful trait that you guys possess. In that respect, you guys are also respectful human beings. Um, but to tap into the worst traits about you, to tap into things that people don't necessarily appreciate the most, I'm hearing that people feel as if they are slightly, even though you get over issues fairly quickly, some people feel as if they are very much so replaceable to you. That if need be, you have got plenty of friends. You can make more friends. I mean, people who have romantic relationships with you feel like, you know what I mean? Like everyone's accessible to this person. If they really didn't want me, they really could find someone else. It's kind of like when someone becomes super famous and they have an older, okay, for example, someone starts out with another person and they're dating this person. before fame hits. But when they become famous, it's like, oh, the significant other isn't that significant anymore. And so that's how people kind of feel with you in all types of relationships. It's like, well, this person has everything. They can get anyone. They're charming enough to, be with anyone and get new friends. And they feel really inadequate sometimes, and as if they are definitely replaceable. Um, and so that's a trait, a bad trait that you possess, but maybe you're not akin to knowing. I'm also seeing that the fact that, so you guys are friendly with your tone. Like I said, you're not the most antagonistic of people. You're not going to go all in a fight. But I'm also seeing that being a bad trait for you guys, because some people feel like that is a sign of you being emotionless. That is a sign of you not caring enough to even show emotion during an argument, not caring enough to even, move your heighten your voice. Um, and that's another issue that people have with you. I'm also saying that people feel as if you will not give them notice in time. So I don't know if that resonates, but almost like whenever there's something happening, you don't give them notice, or you are flaky. I'm picking up on that. So some of you might be flaky, or not attend things on time, or also not invite people to things that would be considered quite important in social, in society's eyes, but to you, maybe they're not important. And so people feeling like they're missing out on beautiful experiences with you that maybe you're like, I don't really care, and you don't invite them to them, or you not showing up to things and being flaky, and not apologizing for that in turn. So that is what I'm seeing for you, group one. Subscribe to the channel. Group two, what are your best and your worst traits, guys? We're gonna get really clear and concise with it. I'm a blunt human being, and like my friends, that is why $10 for 15 minutes is solid enough for any question that you have to ask me. So just fill out the form, purchase a reading, and we can talk. But we have the everything is fine card. We have the seven in pentacles in reverse. We have got the five of pentacles. We've got veiled in reverse. We've got nurturing in reverse, and we have frustration. Alrighty, guys. So to start off with the good, I'm hearing that you guys are not people who are motivated by whatever entrepreneurial entrepreneur entrepreneurial, I don't know, entrepreneur business. Okay, you guys aren't motivated by achieving a certain amount of money. I'm just hearing that money is a non-factor. Like, you care about stability, and even that's not really that big of a deal to you. Like, I'm hearing that you guys definitely put the needs of others before you. um and it really matters to you how everyone else is feeling, and you'll take care of yourself when need be, right? You're more concerned with people in your life, losing people in your life, versus your own self-care. And that is a trait that people really admire in you, is that there is this, like, I want to feed you before I feed myself. I want to nurture you. I want to take care of you. I want to do this, that, and the other for you. And I want to love you. And so I'm just hearing love being a major part of what really is the core of you. Like, some people really just are the definition of love when you look at them. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I've met a few people who it's like they radiate love, pure love. And it's like, that is what you guys are. And I'm hearing there's a lot of like intense energy, and you guys function the best when with partners, right? So I'm hearing some Libra aspects in your chart might be a thing. But you guys definitely function the best when you have a partner, and you make that partner feel so deserving of everything in their life. And you literally, you guys, another beautiful trait that you possess is that you guys are the biggest what is it called? You guys talk up your friends, you talk up your family. You're the biggest hype girl and guy of, the group. You guys are, and you're genuine with it. It's not with some fake vibes, right? It's like you genuinely know how to hype someone up to levels that are astronomical. And that's another awesome trait that you possess. I'm seeing that also you guys don't necessarily care that much about how you look or you present when it comes to day-to-day life. I'm hearing that you're okay with just like some sweatpants and shirt, and there's like this element of you being very low maintenance, and that's something else that is very attractive to people and that people find to be a great feature of yourself. I'm also seeing that you guys are very much so attentive people, and you're physically, you enjoy the element of physical touch. So you're going to hug people, you're going to shake people's hands, you might even go as far as kissing them on the cheek. You guys are very much so those lovable bears, those lovable, like, I want to hug you and make you feel special. So it feels like you guys are on a mission to make people feel special, and you're complimenting people, you're complimenting strangers, you're sitting down and talking with strangers, and you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart. And so that's another beautiful trait that you guys possess. Moving on to the negative, though, one of your guys' worst traits that I'm picking up on is that you conceal whenever you need to feel emotions that are not necessarily the brightest. I'm hearing that you guys are those who don't necessarily ask for help, who feel like asking for help is like emotional dumping, and you don't want to be that for people, even though you are that person who welcomes others into your life and listens to them, right? So there's the ironic type of dichotomy where it's like you guys are the first ones to take calls, you're the first ones to talk your friends off a ledge, but when it comes to you, it's like, no, I need to hide this, I feel a bit of shame, I don't want to bother people, my problems maybe aren't as significant as my friends, I don't know if I should share this with them. And so that, guys, frustrates people around you and is a trait that is not necessarily the best that you possess. And also, this kind of sacrificial lamb vibe that you guys have, this martyr thing where it's like, I will sacrifice myself for others, which, like I said, is a good trait for you guys, but also a bad trait. So I'm hearing that you guys need to focus on yourself and don't feel guilt sometimes when you have to do that, because how on earth are you going to be able to be 100% for others when you're not even 30 for yourself, right? 30%. um and I'm seeing that you guys might not be feel comfortable, and or you guys might feel abnormal when it comes to being in healthy relationships, because I'm hearing that maybe you experienced toxicity in your youth, maybe you're experiencing toxicity right now, and that, my friends, can feel comfortable because that's all that you've known. And so when people really hit you with that positive reinforcement in that healthy relationship, you're like, what, why, like, I don't know if I feel comfortable with this, can we argue some more, like, this is odd. And I'm telling you guys, that is another trait of yours that is not necessarily the best. And then I'm also hearing just like lying in your sadness, or, even pushing yourself to feel too much, if that makes sense. Feeling as if maybe that's the payment, that's how you should be feeling. Pushing yourself to feel emotions that maybe you shouldn't be feeling, or addressing issues that maybe you're not ready to address because you feel like maybe that's me doing the emotional work. Well, guys, I'm hearing that that's also another toxic and bad trait that you possess. And that is all I'm seeing for you, group 3. I hope you guys have a beautiful day and subscribe to the channel.